Right, so today I'm going to share with you how to finish a clean job. Right, a clean job in the stock market is as good as buying, selling two times. It's a two-step, two-prong process. But why do that? There's a reason why you do that. So let's take a look at this chart that recently made a lot of money square. Right, so what you want to do is the stock came down. You want to be buying here and then sell here. Right, buy here, sell here, and then the next thing is when the stock came down, you want to buy a second time and sell higher, right? So what's the two-prong process? When the stock came here, you buy here, you sell here, you make one bulk, and then when it comes down, you buy a higher price and then you sell at a even higher price. So why do that? Because the first round is always for you to make profits, right? The first round is always for you to make profits. The second round is always for you to build wealth, right? So when you make your profits in the first round, you always have this confidence. You always have this unshakable confidence that you make the first round. You feel good. You will do the right things. When you feel good, you always do the right things. So the first round of profits is always very important to me. That's how I do my trading. And then when I find an entry point for the next turning point, I will go for a bigger positions on the second round. But this time round, my second positions, I'll be riding all the way up. Right? I don't know how up is up, but I'll look for good signals to unload itself. Alright, so guys, to finish a clean job, first of all, just remember what I tell you. Buying good companies, good growth companies, not valuable companies. You want to buy growth companies because growth allows you and allows the stock price to move very high. Value means stocks may move high, it may even move lower. But over time, over 10 years, 20 years, the valuable stock that you buy might just give you some profits here and there, right? So, when your capital is small, always look for growth companies. Like Square was a growth company. I already sold my shares, so I'm not going to buy Square anymore. In the US market, there's a lot of growth companies, and it's my job to look for good companies like that can give me leaps and bounds of returns. And I always put high priority in searching growth stocks, and it takes a lot of time. But the time is one thing, but I always believe after looking for a good stock, the next thing is to execute, finish it with the actions, right? Finish the job with the actions. That means buy the stock. But the problem is, most people have this problem. After they bought the stock, they make some money, they feel good, and then when the stock rolls higher, they don't want to buy higher price anymore, and that's where they miss the whole big run, the whole big movement. So my point is, when you buy stocks, don't think about price, think about movements. How much can it move? How minimal? You need to look for signals from institutional players. When they buy, we buy. When they sell, we sell. And to be very honest with you guys, I've been doing this for 16 years, and it's been so far so good. I seldom do investments. When I find a good one, I'm ready to ride for 6 months to 1 year, right? I always tell my guys, if you buy a right stock, you just have to hope for maybe 3 weeks to 3 months, you probably already see money. But if you bought a wrong stock, 3 years, you will still be underwater. 3 years, your funds will be still depleted. And that is why I put a lot of time in stock picking. And I always put emphasis on finishing a clean job. Making sure that when I buy a stock, when I sell the stock, it must be done. Just like how I finished Square with humongous amount of profits, alright guys? So that's what I meant. Buying, selling, finishing a clean job. Not half baked, not half done, fully done with great profits, right? So remember what I tell you, when your capital is small, look for growth stock. When your capital is extremely small, look for trading, short-term trading. You can trade any stocks, but just look for short-term trading. When you got big capital, you can look for valuable stocks. Like Warren Buffett, with big capital, he don't buy a stock based on charts. He buys stocks based on what he read on the company's reports, the fundamentals, the valuable stocks. So it depends on your portfolio, right? So I hope you learned something, and thank you so much.